students. Today we're going to start with our third chapter, that is business environment. First we're going to understand the meaning of business environment. Now whatever external environment of the business is, that is known as your business environment. Okay. Now business environment is a sum total of two forces. First one is known as specific force, another one is known as general force. Now specific forces are those kind of forces which have a direct impact upon the business, whereas general forces do not hit the business directly, but they're indirectly affecting the business in one or the another way. Now what all comes in specific forces such as court, media, suppliers, customers, government, competitors, they directly have an effect over our business and they have direct impact on our business performance. Whereas when we are talking about the economical conditions, social conditions, political conditions, legal conditions or technological environment, they are just affecting all the businesses in general. That is why they are coming under the category of general forces. So we can sum up with the definition of business environment. Business environment is the sum total of two kinds of forces, specific forces and general forces, which are outside the control of business, but then also they affect the performance of the business. Now we are going to understand characteristics of business environment. Now we are going to start with characteristics of business environment. Characteristics can also be understood as nature or features of business environment. The very first one is the sum total of external forces. We have already done in definition that business environment comprises of two kinds of external forces, that is specific forces and general forces. Second one, the feature is specific and general forces. Now what all comes under the category of specific forces? Court, media, suppliers, customers, government, competitors, these all are the part of specific forces which have a direct impact upon the performance of the business. When we are talking about the general forces, it comprises of political, legal, social, economical and technological environment which affects all the businesses in general. Coming to the third one, interrelatedness. Now, all these forces are quite interrelated with one another. For example, increased health awareness among the people has just hiked the demand of that of the fat-free cooking oil. Now, when general awareness of health is being increasing among the people, what factor is that? Social factor. It lead to that of increase in the demand of fat-free cooking oil. Again, which factor is that? That is your economic environment and it is related with customers. That is why all these forces or general forces are interrelated with one another in such a manner, one having the impact on other. Coming to the fourth one, dynamic in nature. Dynamic means that keeps on changing with the change in time. Now all these specific and general forces are dynamic in nature. They keep on changing with the change in time. For example, taste and preference of consumers keeps on changing with time. Again, when we are talking about economic policies, governmental changes, this all takes place with the time. That is why all these specific and general forces are dynamic in nature. Next one is your complexity. What do you mean by complex? All these specific and general forces are quite complex in nature. See students, whenever we are studying all these forces in an individual manner, say when we are studying only the political environment, when we are studying only the legal environment, when we are studying only a part as customers, when we are studying only the part as suppliers, it is very easy to understand. But what is happening when all these forces are exerting pressure in totality upon the business, at that time there arises a problem, and that is why study of specific and general forces are quite complex in nature, and it is because of the exertion of pressure of these two forces some of the business fails in the market. Coming to the next one, uncertain. Now, these specific and general forces are uncertain in nature. We cannot predict well in advance or with 100% accuracy whether they will going to just change in a favorable position or in an unfavorable direction. Example, fashion and taste, whether it will be changing in a favorable manner or unfavorable manner, we cannot predict well in advance. That is why all these specific and general forces are uncertain in nature. And the last one is These all specific and general forces are relative in nature. That means they differ from locality to locality or from region to region. For example, demand of sarees is high in India, whereas demand of Western output is more in that of Western countries. This is how the change and the general forces or specific forces changes when we move from one region to another. In India, Rajasthan is famous for that of dal bati, whereas dosa is famous for Kerala's. That is the thing. When we are moving, the taste, preference and fashion of the consumers move from one region to another, and that is how these are relative in nature. So here we have completed with all the characteristics. Now we are going to do with importance of business environment. Now we are going to start with significance of business environment, or we can say importance of business environment, or question can be asked like that: why study of business environment is necessary, or we can say need of business environment. Now why we study a business environment when we start a business or when we are running the business? Very first one, in order to identify first mover advantage. Now meaning of first mover advantage is grabbing the opportunity first. Now I give you the example. Maruti Udyog was the first company who realized the need of cars for the middle class people and who launched Maruti 800. Now he is the biggest market shareholder for that of the small cars. Coming to the next one, early warning signals. With the help of a study of business environment, we can easily identify in advance the upcoming barriers, problems which are coming as hurdles in the path of our business. For example, entering of MNCs with deals in same product in which we are dealing. When we are studying business environment, we can easily identify those warning signals. Okay. Now one thing I have written over this, SWOT analysis. Okay. With the help of business environment or study of business environment, we can do SWOT analysis for our business. S stands for strength. What all are the strengths of our business? W stands for weaknesses. What all are the negative or weak points of our business? O stands for opportunity. What all are the opportunities which are coming in the way of business? And the last one is threat. That is what all are the hurdles which are coming in the path of business. So with the help of business environment, we can easily do the SWOT analysis of our business. Coming to the third one, when we are doing the study of business environment, it helps in just making the sound planning and policies for our organization. Now, we know that resources on our earth is very scarce and the number of businesses are very large. That is why in order to tap useful resources for our business on time, we require to study the business environment in a proper manner. Next one, when we are studying business environment or the external environment in which our business is existing, at that time we are able to cope up with the rapid changes which are taking place in our outside environment. And the last one is, when we are studying business environment for any of the business, it helps in improving the overall organizational performance of the business. So here we have completed with our significance also. So today we have completed with meaning, nature and significance of business environment. We'll proceed with the further chapter in the next videos. Thank you.